You ready? Woo. Ready? Shall we? Let's get it.
Albert Einstein once famously said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And with that philosophical precept in mind, dear viewer, I invite you to consider the following thought experiment. Imagine for a moment that you're the head of a major movie studio that's still reeling from a disastrously mismanaged trilogy of movies whose final entry made less than half as much as the first film and whose overwhelming failure relegated a once massively powerful and lucrative franchise into a bunch of irrelevant TV shows on a faltering streaming service. A trilogy built around one of the blandest, most uninteresting, and completely overpowered wish fulfillment non-characters in cinematic history. And now that it's been several years since the last film came out, and you're under pressure to put something into the cinema that'll somehow resurrect the bloated, decaying corpse of this once popular franchise, what exactly would you do? Well, if your answer is to swallow your pride, take the L, and put the failed trilogy and its wildly unpopular protagonist behind you, then you're clearly not the president of Lucasfilm. Because just the other day, at Star Wars Commiseration, Star Wars Celebration, we were treated to the news that literally nobody had been waiting for.
None.
Rey Palpatine, Rey Skywalker, is back for another Star Wars movie.
I couldn't believe it.
If there's one thing that I've come to appreciate about the modern entertainment industry, it's the sheer determined consistency of their own stupidity.
Yeah.
I mean, if the plummeting box office revenue, the complete inertia of merchandise sales, seriously, if a fucking non-verbal Green Goblin is more popular than the literal face of your franchise, you know you've got problems. The death spiral of the overpriced and overhyped Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, and the fact that Star Wars Land itself looks like ground zero for a neutron bomb detonation isn't enough to clue you into the fact that Rey Skywalker is about as popular with general audiences as a treadmill at a body positivity meeting, then I don't really know what to say, man. There's flogging a dead horse, and then they're standing over its decades-old grave shouting, "Go, boy!" The announcement actually came as part of 3 new movies that are apparently in production now, according to Kathleen Kennedy.
I gotta tell you, I am not excited for anything. With me seeing that anything that Disney brings out, I am not excited for. What they will be for me are shots in the dark. If they're willing to do this, they absolutely are not listening to their fans. So, these are all shots in the dark. So because I review movies, and you guys, I guess, either love to laugh at my pain or just, you need my review before you go see something. I continue to do it. But these are going to be shots in the dark. These are going to be me going like this with darts. And all it is me hoping that I will be surprised when I go to these movies. So from now on with Marvel, with Star Wars, Indiana Jones, anything related to Disney, it's all shots in the dark. I refuse to get excited over trailers that I see now. Remember the days when Magnus got super excited over trailers every time? Huh? Well, yeah, I know. Everything was good then. Most of the movies were good then, right? We weren't in this psycho clown world time with agenda push and all that. Right. I know. I know. I think that's the disconnect some people get. They're like, oh, you used to... Yeah, when things were good. So, but now I can't because I've been fooled by too many trailers now. Now the trailers lie to me about what I'm going to see in these upcoming movies or series. So now if I watch a trailer, if it's really good, I'm always going to be like, yo, that was a badass trailer. Let's see if it comes through with that same energy in the movie or the series. That's what I'm going to say. There is no more just believing from blind faith that these great trailers that come out mean great movies. No more. So if they're making decisions like this, and I still don't trust DC. We'll see with DC. Well, I still don't trust them. They're cleaning shop. They're doing different things, but I don't know. James Gunn ain't got things up and going yet. I don't know. Excuse me. So it is what it is. Yeah.
A woman whose predictions for new Star Wars projects are about as accurate as the 15 videos a day that Mike Zero puts out. How's that trilogy coming along, Ryan? Anyway, the first film is being overseen by James Mangold and will tell the tale of the first Jedi to wield the Force and harness it as a liberating power in an era of chaos and depression. I'm going to go out on a total limb here and predict that the first Jedi in this movie just so happens to be a woman, and the oppressing forces are represented almost exclusively by white men. I know, what can I say? I must be psychic or something. The other film's being helmed by Dave Filoni and is all about the escalating war between the Imperial Remnant and the fledgling New Republic. And apparently it's going to close out the interconnected stories told in The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and whatever other series they managed to shit out onto Disney Plus in the meantime.
Like, I really like the Ahsoka trailer, but we'll see. I've been dealing with Disney long enough to know. Especially people that live in the hood know this. There's always that dude that's always talking big. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all coming to my white party? Yeah, y'all coming to my white party on Friday? You know what I'm saying? Bring your best white outfit, you know what I mean? Yo, we're going to do it up, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have, rappers just coming through. We got dancers, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be popping bottles. We got the VIP, you know what I mean? The DJ, you know what I mean? We got multiple DJs on multiple floors, you know what I'm saying? And when you get there, it's like, this mother lied. And every time you talk to him, he building something up and lying about how good it's going to be. And it gets to the point where after he's fooled you 2, maybe 3 times, I don't know how long it takes, everybody's different, you don't trust him no more. I'm at that point. Every once in a while, they'll be like, like you'll run into somebody that's like, what? Yeah, check this out. The party was actually good. He came through this time, for real. All right, man, look, I'm going to come to this party that he got going now, that he promoting now. I swear to God, I'm trusting you, man, because you said, you know what I'm saying? Only come through once in a while, and that's what it is right now, once in a while. And we see the way the Mandalorian's going. I am so, what's funny? Like, you'll have fans out there that get mad at someone like me or the Critical Drinker or, whoever, Ginks and Gamers, whoever it is that has a problem with some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff being put out. But we came from a time when stuff was good. So when they say, they didn't used to, yeah, because things used to be good. They changed it. And just because you still like it don't mean we gotta like it. We can all have our own opinions.
Here's a little hint for you, Dave. Nobody cares about these characters on the small screen, where they can basically watch them for free anyway.
Hey, baby Yoda.
So I really don't see how you expect to sell them in movie theaters. Although I have to admit, it is kind of funny to see the reactions of people who actually believed the Disney Plus shows were somehow going to undo the events of the sequel trilogy. You were suckered in with a few rusty, shit-encrusted old keys that were polished up just enough to make them shine when they jangled them in front of you, and now you've been hooked. The truth...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a flashback here. I'm just thinking of how they destroyed. I'm just thinking just how they destroyed all these characters that we loved. They brought in the Mary Sue and had her just overshadow Luke, Leia, Han. The Trinity of Star Wars, man. It's like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And and they're doubling down. They're like a gambler at the casino that just keeps losing. They lost over $120 billion. And they're losing subscribers. And they keep doing it. I'm hot. No, you're not. I'm feeling lucky. No, stop. Please. John, please stop and get some help. Please, come on, man. Come on. Come with us. Come on. You know what I mean? You need an intervention. Okay? Disney needs intervention. All right? Hey, guys, what are y'all doing here? Oh, my God. Oh, God, it used to be such an event for Star Wars. It was an event. God. Oh. And it was an event for The Force Awakens. And most people liked The Force Awakens. Then after that, it was like, wait, this is what you're doing with it? And then after that, and then they were thinking about scrapping the whole thing as a what-if scenario or alternate universe. Nope. We're going to keep moving forward with it. I'm crushed as a fan. Man. The prequels destroy those three. They really do. And it's a shame. You know, I heard that George Lucas actually sold the rights to Disney because the fans bullied him so much and hated the prequels. Like I didn't even know that people hated the prequels until I became a YouTuber. I didn't know. And I saw enough videos where people were like, listen, I liked the original trilogy first, but I mean more. However, I mainly only had a problem with the Clone Wars because it was boring. But Yoda's fight with Dooku saved the end of that. But I liked all three of them. I have two things. That movie being too slow, the middle movie being too slow, and Jar Jar. I didn't hate him as much as everybody else did, but I couldn't stand Jar Jar. And, or he was an irritant for me. But other than that, I was a happy fan with the prequels. This will put you in and send you into a depression. Like if you're a fan that like you had Star Wars theme when you got married. You got what I'm saying? Like, man, I thought Star Wars is that deep. When it mean that much to you? Oh, that's depression. That's Prozac prescription you need. You know what I mean?
Because the sequels aren't going anywhere. They will never be undone. Every ridiculous world-breaking moment, every unlikable arsehole character, every ludicrous writing choice is now immortalized, enshrined in Star Wars lore forever. Like a gigantic steaming post-Vindaloo turd that won't flush no matter how desperately you crank the handle. Which brings me at last to Rey Palpatine. Nah, fuck off technical problems, logo. I'm calling her exactly what she is. Because Rey is as much a Skywalker as I'm a Schwarzenegger. You can't just call yourself something and expect it to magically come true. Exactly. Anyway, based on the announcement, Rey's movie is going to be directed by Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, who according to her Wikipedia page is a Pakistani journalist, filmmaker, and activist known for her work on films that highlight the inequality of women. Oh my goodness, it's a total mystery why Kathleen Kennedy would have put this specific woman in charge of a movie about her favourite fictional self-insert character. Go ahead, cast Brie Larson and Tessa Thompson in this movie too.
And you know they will be.
Make my day, punk.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Anyway, the film takes place about 15 years after the events of Rise of Skywalker, which is probably a wise move in retrospect, considering we've already been waiting about 5 years for Rogue Squadron and Rian Johnson's trilogy. And it's going to feature Rey as a Jedi Master this time, because I guess when there's no...
Quick question, where did Rey get the cut on her face? I've only watched, the last two once. I mean, that's it. The last two once. That's it. I watched The Force Awakens maybe 3-4 times, maybe something like that. Where'd she get the scar on her face? Is that really hers, or is that something that happened in the fight? You know, they gave her one kind of organic and had one. You know what I mean?
around to tell you otherwise, you can basically promote yourself to whatever position you feel like. And that being the case, you can now refer to me as God Emperor Drinker from now on. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally welcome this move because I can't wait to see Rey as a cowardly, embittered old hobo living alone on a windswept island, drinking green alien city milk and getting totally owned by a strong, empowered young man who teaches her to be a hero again. You're not looking so disgusted now, are you, love? Oh wait, sorry, I forgot that door can only ever swing one way in modern movies. Of course Rey will be the greatest Jedi Master in all of Star Wars history, and everyone who meets her will bow down before her magnificence. And of course there won't even be an antagonist in this film, because nobody in their right mind could ever possibly challenge someone as perfect as Rey. Although I have to admit it would make me laugh if they wheeled Palpatine out yet again, because it would fit in perfectly with Lucasfilm's complete and total lack of imagination these days.
This whole thing is depressing me. Oh, good Lord. You know, there could be a day. I hope the day never comes. But there could be a day where Tyrone Magnus only reviews movies like, you know, John Wick. Just really great movies. You know, like that's it. Like, could you imagine that? That if all these movies keep going in this same direction, they're going to be so horrible. Like these, like, hey, what if, I got a conspiracy theory for you. What if, like, they're trying to destroy these properties? What if? Just what if? I don't know why. I'm just asking, what if? They've got some secret master plan to destroy all of these properties. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Marvel, DC. I don't know what's going to replace them. I don't. But just what if? You know how people had all those crazy ideas like yo, people say, yo, James Gunn is a plant from Marvel to destroy DC. Or Joss Whedon was a plant from Marvel to destroy the Snyderverse. Oh, remember when, who was it? What was his name? Vince Russo. Vince Russo started working for WCW. Remember that? Everybody's like, yo, Vince Russo was a plant in WCW to destroy WCW, and he did it. Yo, a plant from Vince McMahon, from WWF. What if their master plan is to destroy these properties? They're like doing a hell of a job. I would hope that's not it.
Really though, when I think about the possible motivation for doggedly trying to make this character work in the face of financial ruin and sheer common sense.
And from what I understand, they originally planned for her and Finn to be Jedis and Force sensitive and to do something really cool with both of them. Now, what they turn Finn into a fool. A screaming fool.
The one thing that I keep coming back to is
sheer fucking hubris.
It's no secret at this point that Rey was very much Kathleen Kennedy's baby, her ultimate vindication for all those coffees she had to make and all those notes she had to take down as a humble secretary in the early days. All those years of slowly working her way.
Daisy Ridley's a good actress. There's no way I'll come back if I was her. There's no way. No way. I swear they sold her some dream about we're going to vindicate everything and make everything right. I bet you they did.
Way upwards, climbing the corporate ladder, being a woman in a man's worlds. Rey was the culmination of her own life experiences and worldview. The perfect idealized vision of how...
Yeah, I was thinking earlier, I was just like, you know what? As you all know, most of you know, I'm an actor. I was an actor before I was a YouTuber. So, starting YouTube, it was a way to quit my job if I became successful at it. A way for me to go on auditions without having to worry about a job and calling out and all this other stuff. And it happened to work. So I've been in some small independent projects and stuff. But I gotta tell you, this 11 years that I've been a YouTuber has been invaluable. It has been so important because I've had a chance to speak with so many people in the industry. Some people huge, some people medium, and some people small. Given this experience, it is going to be so valuable to me to go, if I make it big, I'm like that hybrid. I would be that hybrid type of actor that has his thumb on the pulse of fandom while also working in the big machine. There's things I could say like, hey, excuse me? Y'all gonna do what? All right. I'm gonna have to do a whole biff on them. Hello? Think, McFly, think. You know what would happen if you killed off this character? You'd go bankrupt. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you? No. That's what it would have to be. But you know what? The more I think about that, of this giving me an edge, I don't know. It seems as if Henry Cavill is one of us. And he had to leave The Witcher. He couldn't take it. So it's like, like, I wanted to be in all, the cool movies, and now with what they're doing, it's like, my dream is to work with Sylvester Stallone. You know what I mean? To have a movie a career as lucrative as him. And I hear he ain't down with all this issue going on right now. So, it's like you got to really pick and choose who you work with. Because some are destroying their IPs. You want to be with an IP that's on the up and up, not on the decline.
Like she saw herself. Strong, capable, resourceful, independent, supremely talented, and lacking all the flaws and weaknesses of her male counterparts. Better than them in every measurable way. And the fact that the character was met with almost universal scorn and derision from the Star Wars fanbase was a thorn in her side that she was determined to pull out, no matter how many movies and how much money it required. It's kind of funny when you realise just how petty and immature these titans of the movie industry actually are. But weirdly, the person I feel most sorry for here is Daisy Ridley, the face of Rey.
Yeah.
She seems like a nice person who totally doesn't deserve the flack that she's probably taken because of this character. And to be fair, I can't really blame her for coming back to the role. Her career hasn't exactly been flying high since Rise of Skywalker, which itself should be a telling indication of how popular those films were.
You know what, though? I think you can come back from something like this. Like, people didn't like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. But didn't he? I didn't even see the movie, but what did he do? Was it Hacksaw Ridge or something like that? And people was like, he was great in that. So I think you can still come back, even though a trilogy or a couple of movies might appear to have put a damper on your career or killed it, possibly. I still think it's possible to come back. It wouldn't be me. You know how ironclad my contract would be to come back? I mean, like, there's no way you're going to destroy my character further and I come back. Sorry. It ain't about money. I got too much pride for that. Too much pride. They say everyone's got a number. I don't. I don't. $1 billion? No. I am sorry. I will make investments and take my chances with the market. Okay? Yes, I will take my chances with the market. $1 billion right now, I don't care. I'm not coming back. Sorry. Right? No, you cannot use my likeness. Recast the part. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like...
And I can definitely see the appeal of that big old Disney paycheck. If it were me though, I'd probably follow Adam Driver's example and try to put as much distance between myself and my Star Wars character as humanly possible. Trust me, it'll work out better for you in the long term. All that being said though, I welcome this movie because I know it's going to provide enough fuel to launch 1,000 YouTube careers. And if everyone involved is determined to put themselves in the ring again, then damn man, the God Emperor Drinker is more than happy to go one more round. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Listen, I know that there are guys out there that do YouTube that absolutely love destroying films. I am not anyone that takes pleasure in not liking my entertainment. I don't. I want to love every movie, series, and video game that I play. Unfortunately, these days, you never know what you're going to get. Because everything's like a box of chocolates. Yeah, you just never know. It's a roll of the dice. Is it going to be woke? Or is it going to be good? What's it going to be? Come on. Baby need some good entertainment. Get over to the drinker. Follow him. Subscribe to him. Tell him Tyrone Magnus sent you. If you enjoyed my take and thoughts and rants and opinions on this subject, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. God. 10 million subscribers. Go away now.